Hello everyone, I am Nickel Yoshi and I'm here today with task 3 of TeamTasks Season 1. There were only 6 teams this time, including one triple team, which means we had a total of 23 contestants. Team Donkey Kong sadly didn't exist this round, despite the task itself taking place in New Donk City. What a shame. The task was one of the shortest team tasks so far and had quite a lot of routes. Let's take a look at some of the objectives. The most limiting objective was the seed moon, with only 3 locations, which, as you can see right here, were all used by at least one team. Kill Mario was a rather unusual objective for a team task, as you had to wait for a long time for the death animation if you didn't complete the objective at the very end of your run. Hence, 5 teams put it at the end of their route. Team Toad, however, used a really unique trick to get around this waiting time by throwing Cappy into the CP while dying. And as you can see in this comparison, the trick saved them roughly 2 seconds. A fast and often implemented way of doing the hit a non-kingdom specific NPC and sit on something objective was Talkatoo's bench right here, which is located next to the jump rope challenge. Another 2 objectives which were often combined were kick a banister and kill Mario. The main reason for this is that banisters are often close to an edge. So now let's take a look at some routing ideas. During submissions time, I sadly fucked up with some clarifications, telling 3 teams they are allowed to start at a sub area. Meanwhile in the doc it says otherwise. Sorry again, this was a very dumb accident. But note that during the analysis I will not differentiate between the 2 different sides. There were 2 spots in the kingdom which every team visited at some point. One being the main street entrance checkpoint, from which teams went in pretty much every direction. Half of the teams also ended their run right here. And the other one being Talkatoo. What kind of surprised me was that no one used Peach, KFR or Luigi, who for example could have been a good combination with the wire and dying. While a lot of teams used the RC sub area and the shop, Team Luigi was the only one to use both the nodes and the taxi sub area. Team Mario generally had a really unique route, starting all the way north at the crowded sub area. And unlike all previous tasks, there were only 3 CPs in use this time. Team Luigi, Daisy and Toadette actually used 3 sub areas and only 1 single CP during their entire run. And finally, Team Daisy and Toadette both had the idea of starting by respawning at KFR, which counts as a sub area. Here you can see a few more objective pictures. We'll continue in 15 seconds. So now let's take a deeper look into some statistics. The most awesome statistic this time is that we had a total of 0 DNPs, so that is a really poggers moment. We also only had 2 teams, 2 less than the previous task, which included a clip with 5 objectives at once. A nice brain twister regarding the times is that task 3 had the shortest longest clip as well as the longest shortest clip of this season. at least so far. And these clips were done by Carbon and Snack. Team Toadette broke 2 barriers as well. On the one hand, they are the first team ever to submit 4 sub-10 runs, and on the other hand, their individual times have the lowest standard deviation so far, standing at exactly 1. In general, you can say that the difference between segment times is a lot smaller than in the 2 previous tasks. And if we take a look on the overall team's leaderboard, we can see that Team Toadette has been doing best so far with 248 points. This would be second place on the individuals leaderboard. Team Toad has relatively been doing the worst so far with a bit less than 36 points per task, which still isn't that bad. Oh, and also congratulations to Team Peach's first ever team statistic. Since we're already halfway... Wait, what? Dude, no, there's no way. There's no way we're already halfway. Really? Since we're already halfway through the series, let's have a look on the current overall leaderboard for individuals. In front with a solid 44 points lead we have Swimmen. Second place at the moment goes to Carbon, followed by Xeefler and Private Cat. And Rhinos and Blip are the last ones to have gained over 200 points so far. From Cypher to Marble, everyone is really close together. In 13th we can see Mobby as the first person who didn't compete in all 3 tasks. And Talkdrift in 23rd closes the 100 points club. I personally think that everyone within the top 12 still has a quite good chance in winning the series. So for example, if Swimmen got last in task 4 and Marble got first, he would already be just 16 points behind Swimmen. And in theory, everyone except SMG4 could still win, however only if both Carbon and Swimmen stopped competing whatsoever. If we take a look at the consistency, we can see that Pseudonym has been the most consistent so far, with a standard deviation of 9, meanwhile Selov has been the least consistent so far with a standard deviation of 38. In the end, it all comes down to how hard you try in the upcoming tasks, so good luck. So yeah, that's it for this little analysis segment. I hope you liked it, and even though you all know it already, let's reveal task 4 and its teams. You know, like, officially.